Alright, in this demo we'd like to show you another cool feature you can do using the VCA output of the waveforms. Again, we've got our insert cable. We're going to play, let's go ahead and connect our stereo end into the waveform A jack. Here we've got the ring portion of this cable. We're going to plug it into the audio input. So if we listen to oscillator A, we get a sawtooth 3 octaves up. But since this signal is going into the audio input, for wave C we can select external, and since this is the ring portion, the amplitude of that waveform is being controlled by the filters envelope. Let's go ahead and turn up waveform C, and we can see as we adjust the decay time here, or we could adjust the attack time. Now we've got control over just the level of oscillator A, even though it's coming into wave C, and we can introduce waveform B. Now let's say we want waveform A to be a little bit more complicated than just our simple sawtooth waveform, so let's add a little bit of modulation from oscillator B to oscillator A. We can change the octave of oscillator A, and we can adjust the decay time, make it last a little longer. In this way we can detune the oscillators from one another and have the sound begin with the oscillators both being a little detuned, and then as time goes on, oscillator A decays out, leaving us with just the simple waveform of oscillator B. Or we can increase the attack time and fade in that detuning. And while it sounds typical to what a filter would normally do to the waveform, we're not even doing anything to our filter at this point. We have no modulations. We could do that. Introduce a little bit of resonance. But you can hear the sound become more full and then go back to thin again. Now we can also assign the mod wheel to control the filter cutoff and turn the amount up. And now I can move the mod wheel. But still, we're just hearing a single oscillator once that oscillator A fades out. Now let's say, for instance, we'd like to create an interval between these two oscillators. Let's go ahead and turn up oscillator A and turn down C just to set our interval. Now let's turn oscillator A down and wave C up, so oscillator A's frequency or amplitude is controlled by the filter envelope. Let's go ahead and readjust that a little bit. Or let's adjust the attack time. Just another neat way you can play with the relationship of the levels of the two oscillators to one another.